You need a guild invite? How to? Here, hold on a second. Let's see. What's your character name? There we go. Beloved done? Beloved done? Player not found. You must not be online. No, it's not Defias. Skull Rock. Skull Rock. You look in the, should be in the stream description. What server I'm on. Alright. At 2 minutes on underwater breathing. "49 seconds on underwater breathing. "38 seconds on underwater breathing. "19 seconds on underwater breathing. 13. We are now drowning. Underwater breathing engaged. Under the turtle shell. What do you want to bet? Oh, Blizzard, I know you too well. Alright. You know what this means? It means I can crack open a Mexican Coca-Cola. Because I got my blackjack bubblegum. And I got my Mexican Coca-Cola. We're ready to play World of Warcraft. We're back in the World of Warcraft. Yes. Alright.
How you doing? Keep it real.
The Black Water Hammer.
Interest you on a pint? Hey, daylight's burning.
Increase 200. Requires engineering 100. That increases two-hand maces by +7. It's actually pretty damn good.
Off and away. You have a great day now.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance. See you around.
Where's the quest to man the guns, man?
Hello.
Can I help you?
Hmm. That's weird. Maybe, you know what? I think he has me return. Has me return here. Where am I stationed at? Deepwater Tavern. Hmm. No, I can't. I don't want to use my hearth. We don't want to use my hearth because I'm going to need it to fly to get back to Stormwind. I need to go to Stormwind. I need to go to Stormwind, set my heart there, except these. Unless someone can get me a Viking Warhammer. What level is it? 49. It's not bad. It's kind of fast. Oh, second. The problem with that Warhammer, it's a bit fast. It's... Yeah, it's just a little bit too fast, and I don't really use a two-hand weapon that much. It's nice to have a two-hand weapon sometimes, especially if you're fighting like somebody with a lot of armor. But it can sometimes be useful, but yeah, I sword and board it most of the times. I do like to have a two-hand weapon to switch to though. So, what was it, 10 gold? I mean, I'll give it to him. 10 golds. If I don't use it, I'll just relist it for 12 gold or something. No, hey Dale, this isn't native graphic. I mean, it's, I'm using the, Reshade, which is an external program. Yeah, we're using Reshade, so if I wasn't using Reshade, the game would look like this. This is what the game would look like. This is what WoW looks like without... Wow, look how blurry it looks. It's so funny because I'm so used to using like a sharpen, like different things that sharpen it up a little bit so it's not quite so blurred edges. But yeah, this is actually what WoW looks like without Reshade. And you can see it looks really blurry and... Yeah. Yeah, just go to Reshade. That's the website. Mouse is a little dirty. Just cleaning my mouse off real quick. Sometimes it gets a little greasy. You know, you can't eat those potato chips and then gay, man. Your mouse gets greasy. Looks like I changed the DPI as well really quickly when I was... Let's see. That's too fast. There we go. DirectX, hold on a second and I'll tell you, Dale. It's DirectX 11. DirectX 11. And point it to the WoW executable, which, if you don't know how to find it, you can just right-click on the window in your, you know what I mean? You can just right-click here. You can literally just right-click on this on the bar down here and go to Task Manager if you want. You can go to Task Manager. You can go to World of Warcraft. Right-click on World of Warcraft. Say Open File Location, and that'll show you where the actual exe is, and that's the exe you want to point to when you're installing Reshade. No, I download a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, I download a lot of them, but I don't download all of them. When you download them, you can pick which ones you want. So you can download all of them, but then when it goes through, it'll ask you which filters from each one. There'll be checkboxes, so you can like checkbox which one. So, I mean, if you want to give you an idea, I mean, the ones I'm using is, that's actually pretty cool looking. No, that's cool. These are all the ones I have. So in this list, these are all the possible filters I have, right? But you can see I don't use them all. But I have other ones like, you know, levels plus, layer. I don't know why I have layer, because I would never use that. There is a few others. Sometimes I turn on God Rays just for fun, which can do some fun stuff. Like you can see here, if I, it's hard to see on this particular level, this particular zone. Like you can see even this the dust from this exile is throwing off God Rays. See the God Rays kind of coming off of them when I move this camera. You can see them. You can just see God Rays. So God Rays will come off of any bright light source, but I don't typically use it. But on certain zones, it actually looks. In certain zones, it looks really good, actually. But I typically use filters that allow me to adjust the contrast, the brightness, allow me to adjust the sharpness of the image. You know, the ones I'm using are vibrance, which is just basically modifying, making the color more vibrant. Sharpen is just, you know, making it more sharp and crisp and not so blurry. And then levels is just has to do with, you can see if I uncheck levels, it gets a lot darker, which is kind of interesting. But levels allows you to adjust the whiteness and the blackness. So I mean, I can make the game, you know, much darker very quickly. I can make the game much brighter, obviously. Right now I have it 190 on white. Now I usually range anywhere from 3 to 15 on the black point. It really just depends on the zone. It depends on where I'm at. So. Did I get you with when I turn the brightness up? Nag. Let's go kill some mobs that are easier to kill, so we can get to level 41 here. Only 32. I thought these guys were higher level. Kind of sucks. We'll see if we can pull, you know, multiple ones at once. I thought they were higher level. Yeah. $113. It's not really worth it unless I can kill them very quickly. Oh, the last rooster's still alive? This guy died like twice in the same day. Oh, he hasn't died since, though, because he died like a couple days ago. Almost 41. 41's a big level. A huge level. For two reasons. One, I'm going to get Blessing of Sanctuary. And two, we're going to equip the Black Skull Shield, which I'm going to actually have to throw on a shield spike. So we have to go to town. And at that point, we can go ahead and head to Booty Bay. But it's going to give me another 400 armor, which is awesome. Bryn Star is about in a day, and Brink Star 13 days. Wow. It's the first time I've seen Bryn, the guild leader, not be on in a while. Maybe he died. Where is Bryn? Oh yeah. Actually, no, we're still using the Ardent. Costarian. I don't know. This guild's weird. I mean, the guild's really good, but, you know, I don't know if I've ever played in a guild where I didn't feel like there was some, like, you know, for lack of a better word, like, cool kid club, you know what I mean? Like, there's always the people in the guild that form, like, the little niches, the little cliques. Like, these 5 people always group together, and these 5 people always play together, and, you know, and the guild leader always prioritize those people over anybody else, you know, if you're, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, we have some of that going on in this guild. There's certainly a, I think, a preference. And I think it gets accentuated, and when you're attacking hardcore, because it's like, well, if you're gonna run a dungeon and you have the choice of running it with a healer that you know is a really good healer, all right, that is, you know from personal experience is really good, as opposed to running with a healer you've never grouped with before, which one do you think you're gonna run with? You're gonna want to run with a healer that you know is good. But as a guild leader, you kind of, you know, you have to keep fostering new talent. You have to keep fostering, because people die. No matter how good you are, people die, man. We've had a lot of people die in this guild. Not me, of course. I don't think I've ever died in this guild, but I'm just joking. I haven't, though. I actually have not. None of my characters ever died while being in this guild. Pretty sure the last time I died was my melee hunter died, but that was before I joined this guild. And that would have been, you know, a long time ago. I think the last melee hunter I died was the one that died. I'm trying to think. It was the one that died, you know, moving through Ashenvale, I'm pretty sure. Because that first one died to the power outage. So I think the last character I died on the server was that one. And I'm pretty sure we could pull that one up, too, in my channel just by doing search. Because, you know, I've got different characters that have died in hardcore. Because I played hardcore for the past 4 years, probably. So we just go for final. These are different videos where characters have died. Here's like my warrior that died. Level 22 warrior that died. Here's one that died. This is the one that died to a power outage. Here's a hardcore warrior. I had died level 21. When I first started doing warriors, I died quite a few times, like back like 3 years ago, because warriors are actually really tough. And yeah, I don't know where the other one is, but I did die on the hardcore warrior. But that was when I first played hardcore, like 4 years ago. I had to figure out. Actually, what killed me the most playing hardcore was a lack of understanding of the leash mechanics, because. But I actually have an excuse. I actually have an excuse, and it's a real one. Is that I played on a private server where leashes reset. So there were some issues with private servers where people were pulling bosses. You know what I mean? Pulling bosses from, like, the Blasted Lands. You know, pulling the Dragon Boss into, like, Goldshire and killing a bunch of, you know, players. Because remember, keep in mind that, you know, hardcore servers, private servers were all PvP servers too. And so they were bringing, like, these dragons and killing, and so what the private servers did is they made it so that a leash would expire no matter what. No matter if you're hitting a mob or not, if you pulled it too far, you know, the mob would reset. So I got used to that on private servers where no matter if I was hitting a mob or not, if I went a certain distance, the mob would just reset. And so when I played Classic WoW when it first came out and I started playing hardcore, in my mind, since I played original vanilla WoW in 2004, but obviously I hadn't played that since 2004, so that was a long time ago. So I didn't remember how the leashes worked in vanilla WoW, like the original. And I'd played private servers for, you know, a good, you know, 3 or 4 years. So I played private servers 3 or 4 years, and the leash mechanics worked differently. And so when I got into hardcore, I would pull mobs and I would run away, and I'd be running on these warriors and wondering, I'm like, why is this guy not resetting? Why is he not resetting? And I died like 3 times because of that, because mobs would, I just thought they weren't resetting. And then someone told me, actually it was Cargos, came into one of my streams and said, hey, you know, you're still hitting the mob. He's like, he's not going to reset if you keep hitting him. I'm like, really? I'm like, really? And because on private servers, that wasn't the case, at least the ones that I was playing on. And so when he told me that, I went, and you know, of course, then I just created a keybinded target myself. So whenever I wanted to run, I would just hit my, you know, my keybind that targets myself. And immediately, I wasn't dying anymore. It was like the dumbest thing. But I honestly thought that the mobs would reset, because that's the way it worked on one of the private servers I had spent a lot of time playing. So it's pretty funny. Once I realized that, then I was like, oh man, I'm like all my characters are getting to 60. Because the best advice I can give you, never push a bad situation. If it looks bad, it probably is bad. If it looks bad, just turn around and run away. Live to fight another day. Finally, yes. Blessing of protection. Man, Razor. Ah. That software is always crashing. Alright, so yes, of course. Blessing of Sanctuary. Not Blessing of Protection, Blessing of Sanctuary. Go ahead and grab that. Let's see if I've got a macro for it. Apparently I don't. Yeah, good. And it's damage taken reduced by up to 10, and blocked melee attacks cause 14 holy damage. So that's going to increase our reflection. Really, a lot of the damage, a lot of the threat that a paladin, protection paladin generates is from reflective abilities, reflecting damage back, using a shield spike, using Blessing of Sanctuary. You know, that's where your real damage is coming from.
See you around.
Alright. So where do we want to go is the next question. We just need to farm some mobs until...
What can I do for you?
Let's just go to Booty Bay.
Have a good one.
We'll just kill some pirates or something until the buffs come out. This is going to be a long flight, so I'm going to go AFK. I'm going to go grab something to eat. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I was just talking to my wife, but as you can see, I'm still in flight. So it is a long flight from Wrathy Highlands to Booty Bay.
Don't release. Run away.
Hey, yeah. Keep it real.
Just I wish I would have got more snowballs. I'll have to grab some more later today, or later tonight, or tomorrow morning, or something. Biff. I don't know why. I still don't know why people play SOD. It's not that good. Like Season of Discovery, honestly, it's not that good. I mean, maybe some of the other classes are, but I can tell you that the Hunter, I didn't think the Hunter was that good. I just don't really see the appeal. I mean, I think the way they implemented the runes and stuff was just so lazy. It's not like it's not fun. It's not like there's not an opportunity to play some classes differently and kind of shake things up. But the way it was done was in such a lazy, half-ass attempt that I found it insulting to me. And I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time on something where you guys just fucking half-assed it just to make some money. You know, screw you. That's just the way I looked at it, man. Screw you, man. Lazy half-ass attempt at creating some sort of a different game mode and then making it seasonal and just temporary, and then they're going to come out with single self found, and which is going to pull people out of the hardcore servers even more, to be honest. And I'm not really opposed to single self found, but I'm just like, why do they keep splitting and dividing up the player base? You know, dividing up the player base is not a good thing. Really? That's it? Wow. Not even a... I need to get the thorium shield spike plans, and I saw them once, and they were like, I think they were 150, or they might have been 250 gold. It might have been 350 gold, to be honest. And I didn't buy them because I don't even think I had 350 gold. I probably did, but I would have had to, like, pull it off all my characters and put it on one character. You know, it would have been like all my gold. Now I have a lot more money, but I've been farming herbs and selling herbs and actually I had a bunch of cloth that I sold, but actually, believe it or not, made me quite a bit of money. People were really buying up rune cloth the other day, like 3.5 gold a stack, which I was like, okay. Ah, true silver bars. What? Oh, shnikey. I don't even think I have any true silver bars. Oh, man. I'll have to go buy some. What? True silver? Yeah. What? True silver? Yeah, I need some. I need some true silver bars, but I don't know, 4. Actually, 6 would be good. 6, because that's enough for 3 shield spikes. I probably don't even need 6, but 6 is just to be sure, just to make sure. Let me check and see if I have any.
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, you know what? Actually, no. I don't need any. I found 4 in my bank. I found 4 in my bank. I didn't think I had any.
Glad I could help.
Oh, you're right there.
Interesting.
Biff right in the back. What was really funny is, I don't know if it works anymore, but it used to be that when you threw I don't think it does it anymore. It used to be when you threw a snowball, you'd knock people over. You'd like knock them off their feet, and so people would actually wait for you to like come across bridges in Ironforge. You know, the bridges going over the auctions. And as you were coming up, if you were like close enough to the edge, they'd hit you with a snowball. They'd like knock you off. But I think they fixed it so the snowball doesn't knock people over anymore, which I think sucks because it was actually pretty funny. The snowball fights were cool. Oh man, I need solid grinding stone too. Son of a. Here. I got some. Solid grinding stone. Man, apparently I need a lot more solid. Solid ore. Or solid stone. Now I do need solid stone. Let me see if I've got any in the bank. Man. The pain of being a blacksmith. I mean, solid stone's really easy to get. I just don't have any on me right now, apparently.
Yo.
Yo. Wait, here we're solid. No. Okay, good. We got that. So we got enough at least for one mithril spike. Wow. Kind of sucks, doesn't it? Man, I really need some solid stone.
Good one.
Oh, I'm gonna need a portal. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a portal. I wanted to go to Stormwind and grab the flight. I should have done that. I should have done that on the way here. That was my mistake. I was planning on doing that. I should have flew to Stormwind first, then flew here. Then I could have just Tarthed back.
Looking for something specific?
Oof. Look at that. 57.9% damage mitigation. Almost 60% damage mitigation versus physical. God, I wish there was like I wish there was a shield you could get that would make it also be mitigation versus magic damage. The bane of the Paladin in vanilla is you have no protection versus magical. I'm thinking about, well, I'm not thinking about it. I definitely want to create a thorium set, or I want to create like a magic resist set that we can just swap in and out for certain encounters. That would be pretty fun, actually, to try that out. All right, there should be a master, yeah, right here.
What's up?
Oh, solid stone! Thank you! Thank you! Yeah, I needed that. I'm really low on solid stone for some reason. Yeah, I should have bought. I saw a recipe in the auction house. It would have bankrupted me to buy it, but I should have just freaking bought it. But
Yo! Have a good one.
oh, this isn't bad. Mithril coif. Yeah, this is the one we need to make. 10 mithril bars per.
Hey, yeah. Be good.
Oh, no! I'm just trying to get range. Why is it not throwing my snowballs? It's like they're not working for some reason. Weird. $30 to world buff. What? That's not true. I thought the world buff was 6:30. Delay announced 30 minutes. Oh my god. It won't let me throw snowballs for some reason, and I can't figure out why. Yeah, I can't throw snowballs now. I don't really know why. Maybe like once you're in a raid, it stops, prevents you or something? Yeah, I just can't throw it to people in the raid, I guess. Weird. Hmm. Hmm. He's going for a lot of intellect. Must be a healer. Well, if you got 30 minutes, I might as well craft some more stuff.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real. Time is money.
I told my wife I had to hurry up and get back on WoW because I had to get to Booty Bay, and she goes, "What?" She goes, "You're going to a strip club?" And I said, I said, "No, Booty Bay is in like pirates." She goes, "It sounds like a strip club." Oh, made me laugh.
Time is money, friend. Be good.
Yeah, it makes me mad because I actually meant to make Stormwind my hearth when I was coming down here and I forgot. I hope that because this buffs late that doesn't mean we're going to lose the other one. You know, like they're just going to keep, release it when they were going to, which means it'll already have been released before we get to Stormwind, which sucks.
Yeah, what do you want? Hurry back.
Oops. I hit the wrong button. I meant to zoom out the camera. I think Smoking Heart of the Mountain would probably be a pretty good one for me to get for my resistance set. Yeah, I'll have to keep that one in mind. Yeah, LBRS. Black Rock Depths. And what add-on is it that I have that tells me where this loot's coming from? Is that Atlas loot? I wonder. Must be, I don't know. Probably. And I don't usually use Atlas loot, that's why I was kind of like, yeah, maybe that's what's doing it. Wasn't used to seeing that on there. Let's see what Nagnabella's got for her weapon. She's got Heaven's Light. Oh yeah, I remember that. I actually got Heaven's Light as a drop on my priest in the original vanilla in Tenaris killing either a fire rock or I think it was a fire rock. You know, what is this? Oh, is that your weapon you're gonna equip? Oh, nice. Charred mace. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. I don't think I have my weapon now. My weapon's in my bank. My weapon that I'm gonna equip at 42. Actually, let me go get it. Hey Nag, let me go get it since I'm only one level away. The best weapon for Protection Paladin until you get. There's some other weapons. I gotta do some I gotta do some classic gear planner and really like figure what is the best gear to get for this character. I mean, we gotta get spell power, but we gotta look to see, you know, where are the best locations to get some of those items. But spell power is what we need. And I didn't put the best enchant on this weapon yet, just because I just haven't got all the mats together. I'll have to ask what's his name if he's got the enchant. He probably does. The one guy that always does all my enchants for me. Let's see. Trade. Here's my weapon. Bing! I actually just threw the cheap-ass Fiery Blaze on it. I just threw Fiery Blaze on it. It's the best it's the best protection paladin weapon you can get. I mean, literally, it'll carry you all the way to 60. It's funny that a level 42 item can carry you to 60, but it does. It's the cheap one, right? Exactly. Yeah. It's the this is the Badlands enchant. It's nice because it is AoE. It hits everybody, so that's the nice thing. And the proc rate's really fast, 15% proc rate. So yeah, it's decent. It's decent. Yeah, it's decent for tank as AoE. The best tanking enchant. I mean, it's really like, it's kind of funny. Like for a protection paladin, there's a couple different options for. I mean, for just overall, you know. For overall threat, you're going to want some spell power, so you're going to want to go with the 30 spell power on your weapon, right? For making your consecrate do some more damage. But if you're just doing single target threat, believe it or not, life stealing or even fiery enchant, not fiery blaze, but just regular fiery, are almost better. Fiery blaze though procs more than fiery does. I have to look at the percentage on fiery, but fiery blaze is 15%. 15% chance to proc. That's a lot. That's a high percentage. I'll have to look and see what Fiery Blaze is. I don't know what the PPM per minute is. Let's see. Classic WoW. Fiery PPM. Fiery is 6 procs per minute. So it does average of 240 damage in 60 seconds. So which is good, right? That's a lot of extra threat. The one thing that's interesting about lifestealing, and the reason lifestealing can be a decent enchantment for single target threat, is that it does shadow damage. Lifesteal takes health from the enemy and gives it to you, but it does it via shadow damage. So in a lot of the raids, or a lot of the bosses will have like vulnerability to shadow damage based on the two-hand weapon. There's a two-hand weapon that people get, that they use to basically do a debuff to bosses that allows the warlocks and shadow priests to do more shadow damage, but also it's going to help the life-stealing enchant do more shadow damage. So, believe it or not, life-stealing is not a bad single target enchant versus fights where the boss is going to be debuffed to shadow damage. Now is he summoning? I didn't want to click this because I thought it was like, when's this buff gonna drop? So, but the worst enchant, believe it or not, you can do that. A lot of bad paladins will probably do is put Crusader up, but Crusader's not good because it doesn't proc that often. And even what it does, it's not really increasing your damage. It's more just increasing the amount of damage you can mitigate via your blocks. So you're much better off with a different enchant. But yeah, spell power in most cases is going to be your best enchant. But yeah, I'm actually really curious because I've never had Fiery Blaze enchant on a Flurry X. So I'm actually pretty excited about that because, like I said, it's 15%. Let's see if we can find it. We found the PPM for the PPM is 6 PPM procs per minute for Fiery. Let's see if we can find the same thing for. It's going to be hard to find the Fiery Blaze because everything's going to be finding fiery. Fiery is better in my opinion. This is AoE, but it doesn't seem any good. Fire enchant is way better and fairly cheap in the age. This thing kind of underpowered. Yeah, this it was interesting. Where this guy said, looked like it's more DPS than... This guy said, looks like it's more DPS than Fiery if your weapon speed is 2.7 or lower. So 15% is every 6.66 swings on an average of 4 procs. It does the amount of damage as Fire. Fiery is 4 PPM and procs every 15 seconds. A weapon with 0.6... weapon speed or less will match the damage of Fiery. Wow. So if this guy's mapping If this guy's math is correct, then just regular fiery will do more damage. Will do more damage, but again, it's just a single target. Whereas the fiery blaze is hitting multiple targets, so you're not going to do as much damage, but you are going to be hitting more people, which means in most cases you might get more, you know, more threat. Fiery greater than blaze enchant, I've said. Yeah. Anyways, I think yeah, I think in AoE situations, I know for a fact that I actually used to level killing trolls in I always forget the name of the zone. The one that has Airy Peak in it, you know, the Airy Peak zone. I used to AoE those trolls and I'd be killing like 6 at a time, right? And I know that the Fiery Blaze procced a lot and it felt like it was doing a lot of damage. I wasn't using damage meter back then. That was like 6-7 years ago. When I just come back playing, when I started playing private service for the very first time ever. And it just felt like it was doing a lot of damage. So it's going to be really interesting now to actually look at, you know, the actual damage that it's doing. I know that Fiery Enchant usually does, in my encounters, at like lower levels. Like, because my Hunter might have had Fiery. I think she did have Fiery at some, like, earlier when she was lower level. And I think it was, you know, I think she was doing, like, maybe, you know, 6%, or maybe not even that much. Maybe, like, 3 or... somewhere between 3 and 5% probably was coming from her Fiery Blaze enchant. But you have to keep in mind that she was dual wielding, so it was going to be on both weapons. And they were both, you know, probably pretty fast. I don't know. So it's going to be... it'll be interesting when I start hitting a lot of mobs at once. Like, how much damage is it really doing? Because it doesn't do that much. I mean, I think it only does like 12 damage, which is not a lot, whereas Fiery does, I believe, 40 damage. But if you're hitting 3 mobs, now you're doing 36 damage. So if you're fighting 3 mobs versus just 1, it's probably going to come out fairly close. But I won't really know until I test it out. Man, people are still getting summoned in. I can't believe that. I have a quest to turn in here. Let's go ahead and turn this in. I don't know what quest this is. It's actually getting a little bit sluggish here because there's so many people here.
What brings you here? Be careful. Go in peace. Ancestors watch over you.
Yeah, see, this is that quest that I did where it's going to have me go back to Arathi, and when I go back to Arathi here, it's going to have me fight the man the cannon on the ship and kill the Naga, the waves of Naga that come. So probably worth doing since it's like a level 40 quest. That's it. The group should be full now. I don't know. I think some people were like leaving and getting summoned back, maybe. It would be nice when I get like the greater blessings. I just buff everybody really fast. Just biffed that undead with a snowball. I don't have any cool looking pants. What are the heavy metal pants since I got? Look at the butt cheek. Humans have some healthy buttocks. Yes, they do. Oh my god, when's this buff gonna drop? We've been here forever. I've been here since like, I've been here like almost, what, like an hour? How have I been here an hour? At least 40 minutes I've been sitting in Booty Bay. We did get some blacksmithing done, but still, this is kind of ridiculous. What? Oops, I did not mean. There's a little bit of lag because there's so many people in the game right now, in this part of the game. There's a little bit of like responsive lag, like when I hit the bar there, the space bar didn't really do anything. There we go. Just to show you how many people are actually here. Man, this is ridiculous, though. I mean, having to wait like 40 minutes for a buff. I mean, it's kind of silly. It's dropping. All right, finally. Zanzilar's dropping. 50 seconds.
Fantastic.
Okay, how come I don't see it? Oh, there. Well, it took a while for the... It was so lagged, it took a while for the buff to even show up on my character. It was like... You know, it was like... Not there. The race is on. The heat is on. Alright, let me find some more music to play. Because that playlist is done. Stick a fork in it. Alright, so what you have to do here is you have to click on the guards and see if they have the buff, which they don't. Someone just give me a... Someone just gives me some drink. I was gonna ask Ultron if he has. What was I gonna ask if he has? Life stealing. Looks like he's AFK. But there was something else I was going to ask him, and I can't remember what it was. He's got blacksmithing. I don't know. I do need to replace my helm, armor, plate, if we can find like a better helm. Oh. 16 stamina. Oh, wait. Nice. We're gonna get both buffs. Citizens and allies of Stormwind! We're gonna get both buffs. I love it. For the light! Alright, I'm heading to... Let's get some more mana. I'm actually gonna go to Scarlet Monastery, I think. Alright, where? Look, everybody's late.
Greetings.
We'll go with a shit ton of drink. I don't think we need anything
Be careful.
else. Okay.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend.
People are gonna think I'm some religious fanatic because I keep saying shit like they fear that, like I put my trust in the Lord God, our Savior. Oh man. Hopefully we can get a group for us. I mean, I'm sure I could get a pug, but I'm not sure if I want to run a pug. At some point, we might have to start thinking about bringing a potion of petrification. I don't have one. It may be something that we may want to look into. You know what I mean? Shit, I should have grabbed more mana potions though, out of my bank. Where am I at? Yeah, too late. No, I don't have it. I don't even have it. You know what? I never put an enchantment on my mace just because I didn't think it was really worth the time. I mean, I have, you know, mana oil. And actually, I should grab more mana oil. Damn it. Sandalor will drop in 50 seconds. What? They dropped it again? Are they going to drop it again? Apparently I have a quest to turn here.
Well met. Light bless you. For the Alliance.
Ah. What was his Paladin class? It was...
help? Be careful for the Alliance. Light be with you. Be careful.
Hey, Change, what's up? I'm level 41. Crap, another Paladin? Why did he leave the party? All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna. No, it's all good. Yeah, this mage is gonna hit hard. This will be the first dungeon? No, I think I tanked Dead Mines. This will be the second dungeon I've tanked on this character, so ought to be interesting. I'm gonna run Ret Aura. I'm gonna salve the warrior. I'm gonna salve the mage. I'll probably salve everybody. Yeah, I'll probably just salve the whole group. You know, just so the healer doesn't get threat, and just so the DPS isn't getting threat, let them do their thing. We have plenty of DPS. Ooh, big damage.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh,
Screwed.
no. Oh, sorry, buddy. What was that? Level 32 warrior just told me. I've got good gear though. Well, I have a lot of shit ton of armor. What's it? And he's got the buffs though. He had buffs too. He had both of the world buffs. And he's got good gear. He's got tons of blue gear. And fiery weapons, so he had good gear. Just shows you the power of the protection paladin. That's fun. I beat him in the duel and it wasn't really even that close. Although I was worried because, you know, when you get down to 25% health, they're going to start executing. So I was like, getting a little nervous. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. It's actually freezing in my room here, and I don't want to run to the bedroom to grab a flannel because my wife's sleeping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on this heating pad that I have, heat, and crank up the heat on it. Put it behind my chair, behind my back, and just crank up the heat. That ought to warm me up, maybe. So I think what we're going to use is I've got 3 charges of lesser mana oil, which is probably what I'll use. Yeah, I'll probably just use that. I don't have my armor potions though, which sucks. So I'm missing out on those, which would have given me 450 armor, I think, or 250 armor. It's a lot, which I would have been actually really useful. But, you know, we got all the buffs. I've got 2,500 health, so too bad we don't have a priest. If we had a priest in the group, I'd be up around, like, I'd be much higher. Oh, no! Because I DC'd in a cave. Yikes. I should have DC'd. I should have disconnected while they were trying to get here. Just to save my time on my buffs. I could have literally saved like 15 minutes easy on my buff time. Oh, really? He's ranged? Come on, dead zone, dead zone, dead zone, dead zone. Come on, buddy, dead zone. Alright, no dead zone. This guy can't do any damage to me. I'm kind of bummed I didn't grab some more elixirs, but I've only got 4 healing potions, but I think we're fine. What is my salve? Salve. Do I have salve? Yeah, I know I got salve. Should be 5. Well, here, let's find out. Yeah, it's 5. Alright. Be monitoring salve on him. I'm gonna have, I guess, wisdom. Mage. I wonder if he's got the good water. Yeah, that's pretty good water. Oh, it's the same as what I have. Cool. I don't know why they're going left. We're doing full clear. Where are they going? I guess they want to do this first. It's not my group, really, even though it's like... I can see Even with salve on, I can't even get threat. That's crazy, man. These guys. How am I doing the? How am I like doing the most damage? I think we need to reset the meter. You know what I mean?
I need more mana.
We'll reset the damage meter after this fight. And of course they pull. That's fine. Yeah, that warrior's doing like insane damage. Look at that warrior's damage. It's like 167. Oh, man, I get it, man. Even with salvation, these guys, because these are low-level mobs, but man, they're just crushing people. Yeah, but just the amount of mana I burned through is crazy. If you look at damage taken, Jesus. So the warrior's basically tanking this. He's like, the warrior's basically tanking the dungeon. Man.
Release the hounds!
You can see I'm second on the threat meter. So if it wasn't for the warrior, I could probably get threat. Because I think I can outpull threat, but he's just, I mean, he's doing 40. Let's see, he's doing, I think, like, damage done. He's doing 34% of the group damage, so. Might as well grab this guy. I don't know, why is someone salving me? So don't salve me. The other paladin, I think he salved me. Somebody salved, maybe I did. I don't think I did. That was funny. That could be part of the problem. I actually had salvation on me. So that's part of the problem. You can see I'm getting more threat now. I was like, man, I couldn't understand why. I mean, I know this guy's doing a ton of damage, but I should be able to hold threat on something. You know what I mean? So. Alright, I gotta get mana. Yeah, but that was really the problem, is it looked like the other paladin, or maybe I did, maybe I was, no, it wasn't me. Well, maybe. I was going through the windows here real quick, and I'm used to sometimes, like, in groups, like, my window isn't down here, because, you know, so I don't know, normally it's just 4 other people, so I might have salved myself. Might have been my bad, you know? I'm used to me not being in the party window, basically, like how you look up the top left, how I'm not, you know? But man, look at how fast I go through mana, though. That's the sad part. I'm just blowing through mana. It's because when I got to 40 and I equipped plate gear, I'm gonna have to grab plate gear with intellect. When I hit 40, I equipped myself with plate gear, and most of the plate gear I found was just bear gear, you know, so it was like stamina intellect. I mean stamina strength, and so I basically ended up losing a lot of my intellect. Well, even though I still have, you know, I still got like 2700 intellect, but yeah, it's not enough, man. Let's go ahead and kill these. I guess these are my kills. I'll just put wisdom up. We'll just put wisdom up. It's like, yay! Pull all these guys out. We'll see if I can get, yeah, if I judge them, I got threat. So yeah, I can definitely get threat when I don't have freaking salvation on myself. That was hilarious. That had to be me that did that. You know? We got insane damage in this group. I mean, I'm wondering if I even need to use... I don't know, man. I think really the only thing they're gonna need me for is like the bosses. Like for the groups, it's just isn't gonna work, you know. Because no one's assisting me. One thing that the one thing that good players will do is that they'll assist the tank. I mean, the first thing I do when I'm playing a character, you know, in a dungeon is I go to my assist macro and I modify it for the tank, whoever's tanking, and then whenever I just attack whoever's the tank's attacking. But you know, most people don't do that because you know they're just noobs. I mean, it's the way you should do it. You should assist the tank. You can see here the warrior's just hitting whatever he wants. I mean, he'll hit one guy left, and they're not waiting for me, which I don't have a problem with that, just simply because, you know, they don't even need me to tank at this point because the damage is just so crazy. It's like that ridiculous, you know. I'm just not even using Consecrate because it just blows through my mana so fast. And it doesn't matter in this group because the way these guys are pulling. It's kind of like pointless. The diviner that does the mana burn, I think. Yeah.
You will not defile these mysteries.
See, single target.
Burn in righteous fire.
See, like in a single target boss fight, I don't have any problem getting threat. So don't I have a quest down the Scarlet Path? I think I do. This one. Actually, I probably should have rolled neat on that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember what my cloak is. But 6 defense is actually pretty decent for me. Actually, I want it. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that cloak. It might actually be worth using. My cloak's pretty good though, and my cloak has intellect, and you can see my intellect pool is kind of shitty. So. I don't know why the healer. You see that the healer was bubbled. I don't know why the healer's just standing there bubbled, man. That's awesome. I don't know. You can see now I'm taking more damage than anybody. It's just, it took me a little bit to figure out what he was doing, but the warrior's just, well, plus I had salve on myself at the beginning, which was probably my fault, because I'm an idiot, but the warrior's jumping around so much. It's very difficult, so. Jeez, he hits so damn hard. You can see he charged the one I hit, so he's actually getting the skull target. And I basically just have to switch targets to pick up threat, and then I can switch back to skull, but... I quick hodged that guy, came back, and I'm gonna switch targets. Drop Consecrate, Judge. Mm. See, and there goes the warrior. I would love it. Just love it if the warrior. That situation where you have like people drinking and the warrior just charges. I think the person that's the healer is in his guild, right? Yeah. See, the warrior. You know, the healer's in the same guild as the warrior, so unfortunately the healer's not going to let him die. But I would totally let somebody die if they did that to me and I was the healer. Like if the tank and like a DPS are drinking. And you just run off and charge into you know, like a 4 mob pull or 3 mob pull or whatever. I just fucking let him die. I'm like, yeah, there you go. Or at least let him get really close to dying, just to scare him. You know, and then maybe, you know, maybe save him if you feel like it. You know what I mean? We're gonna go to judgment. We're gonna judge this guy. You have been judged. This guy's gonna run them. Actually, I don't think the defenders. Oh yeah, they do run. I was just about to bop the mage. But he went ahead and ice blocked right before I bopped him. Nobody has patience in MMOs anymore. You know, nobody has any patience. It's all go, go, go. Everybody's like, the faster you go. You know what I mean? You can see nobody has any patience. I mean, it takes a while for me to get my mana back. And I'm not gonna bother going up there until my mana's full. It's just not worth it to me. I like how the only time the tank stops is when like his healer's drinking, because they're in the same guild. You know what I mean? Like, well, his healer's drinking, they're in the same guild, you know. You can see the threat was going back and forth between me. I actually swapped between the warrior me, the other warrior me, the first warrior. It was going back and forth between the two warriors and me. Now, is the other warrior in his guild too? Yeah. So I think everybody in this group's in the same guild, except for me, yeah. I should have judged him with justice, but that's alright. I got plenty of mana. Let's just pull all these guys. Just kill the protector. It'll be interesting to see if they let me tank the boss. Interesting though, even with a taunt, I wouldn't be able to do a whole lot. You know, with the warrior doing the whirlwind, you know, with whirlwind axe and all that shit, it does so much damage at this level. Now it's going to taper off when he goes up, but then it depends on how much better gear he gets. Is everybody in? Yeah, they're all in.
Ah, I've been waiting for a real challenge.
Yeah, he's immune.
Fades of light. Light, give me strength. Fades of light.
And the only thing he would drop that I would want would be the helm. It's like, I don't even want Ravager. The helmet might be worth getting, but just because my helm's male, but I think that one's male too, so it wouldn't be really good either. It'd be nice if I could get the tabard, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Tabard's always cool, but I didn't see it drop, so. Oh, and there you go. Okay, that's the now that's the total douchebag move when someone spams DPS meter in the dungeon group. That is like total douche-orama. The only reason he could even partly get away with it is because everybody in the groups it is guild, except for me. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not gonna give him too much shit because you know they're all in his guild, but that's still like a douche move. I don't have the key, do I? Oh, I guess I do. Is he right clicking that off? I had to cast salve on him multiple times. I don't know if he was clicking it off or what. Yeah, just like group etiquette. Don't post damage meters in a group. You know, if you're really that proud of your damage meter, you can just keep it to yourself. Anyway. Let's see how tough these guys are. The Scarlet Myrmidon. Okay, here they come. Because I have the action cam turned on, which is part of the WoW Classic client. You just have to basically use the /action cam command to turn it on. So. Why is this guy bubbling again? Who's he casting? There we go, somebody interrupted him, good. One thing I really miss on the Paladin is I miss Avenger's Shield, man. Avenger's Shield just makes pulling so much easier on the Paladin. My Righteous Fury drop. I'm like, why am I not getting threat? I need to create a... I'll create a trigger for that. I was wondering why I wasn't getting threat, but I need to create a trigger for that because I don't have a trigger set up. Like I said, this is only the second time I've tanked on this character. So...
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Is the healer not going to heal me?
You were screwed.
Health is getting low. Why is the healer not healing me? Ugh. Did you notice that he wasn't healing me there? Like, no heals. And he was standing right behind me. Man. Yeah, this group sucks. I'm not a fan of this type of gameplay where you have like most people in the group are in a different guild and they're just playing to their pace. They're doing whatever they want to do. They're like, they don't even give a shit, you know what I mean? Just frustrating. I don't know. That's why hopefully in the guild we'll get like people that want to actually work together. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and grab this other group. Yeah, I don't know why he wasn't healing me that. I'd have to go back and watch the video, but I went a long time without getting heals, and he let me drop all the way to like 30% health for like no good reason. You know, like he had mana, he was there. I was like, what's he doing? Just like no reason not to heal. Whatever. I've heard bad things about this guild though, this Militus. Well, the only bad thing I heard is they were doing a guild, a spam to like get people to join their guild, and there was a guy who was saying, don't believe what they're telling you in their guild spam message, So I don't know, man. Who knows what that means? That could have meant anything, really. Notice the other Paladin doesn't... He obviously doesn't have an add-on that tracks buffs because it takes him forever to rebuff, and in fact I've gone the whole dungeon. I don't think he's rebuffed me in like forever. You know what I mean? Like I noticed that he rebuffed people in his guild. Okay. So I don't know. Whatever. Not sure what they're doing. Spider sausage, I think. I mean, I've got food. I'm not sure why he's giving me spider sausage. I actually have food that's good. That's just as good as that. Who knows? But you can see this other Paladin hasn't rebuffed anybody, so we're missing all the buffs from the other Paladin. Shit. That's fine. I'm not worried about some frost bolts. It's funny how like frost just doesn't hit as hard as like fire. Like when I hit by frost bolts, it doesn't really... Yeah, because it just doesn't hit the same as like a fireball. Maybe the warrior's a little bit more concerned about hitting these physical players that are higher level now, because he's not pulling thread as much. He's taking his foot off the gas pedal, because he was really pushing the gas in these last couple fights against these melee. He's been pretty, slow on his DPS. This one here, he's pushed it a little bit harder. And see how he rebuffs. See how the Paladin rebuffed the warriors, but he didn't rebuff the mage, and he didn't rebuff me. I've actually gone without, unless he's buffed me with something else entirely, and that actually wouldn't show up on it wouldn't show up on my buff watch here. Those mobs do the most damage out of anybody. Those ones that can do the arcane explosion, they actually are the hardest hitting ones up until you get to the actual boss. I'll go ahead and max my mana. How much am I doing? Still got 11 drink left. I'm gonna switch these. Yeah, pulling the bow actually helps a lot. That's the other thing that paladins don't really have, is you don't really have a good, a good pull. You don't have it unless you go dynamite. And I am going to go engineering on this character. I was doing blacksmithing first, but I will do engineering. And you can pull the engineering, but you want to do, obviously explosives that don't stun the target. You want to just, I think I've got some. Actually, I have some dynamite. I don't think it stuns either. Yeah, it just does like AoE damage. So it's actually decent for pulling. You didn't see that I pulled some others. That's how it's all good. He actually fucking blew. He blew his retaliation on that. I don't even know why he did. He didn't need to. That was a waste of retaliation. Mm. Ah, stupid door. So I've gone like this whole dungeon. I'm gonna have to check for this. Let's see. Yeah, I've gone this whole dungeon without buffs from the other paladin. Like he buffed me like in the very beginning, and that's it. And then he just basically hasn't buffed me hardly since. He's just whatever. We're letting this guy pull. That's cool. He's got the bow. Makes things a lot easier. Yeah, that's the one thing about Paladin really sucks is not having a ranged weapon. I put up Seal of Justice, and I actually stunned him twice. You know, Seal of Justice has a chance to proc a stun. It's kind of a silly seal, but it can be useful sometimes in these dungeons where you basically just don't want the mobs to run and, you know, like aggro a bunch of other groups. Yeah, we should go right. Yeah, pull this group, then clear all the way to the right, then go all the way back to the left and clear the left. That's what I would do. I don't know if that's what he's gonna do. I don't really care. Anything works as long as you just clear it all before you do the boss. I'm gonna do Seal of Justice. Let's see if I get a stun off. It's hard to say. There was a couple stuns there. I'm not sure if it was me or not. It's kind of an interesting seal. Yeah, you can see I got threat really quick there. Like he had threat on that warrior, and I jumped up to like 100% threat versus his like 70 or 37% threat just by judging him with righteous. Watch here. I'm at 100%. Warrior's at 39%. He's almost overtaking, and then I judge, and I jump back up again. So it's actually pretty easy to hold threat. The only reason I was having trouble in the beginning is because I think I had inadvertently salved myself, and then later on down the line when I was losing threat again, I let righteous drop off. Just kinks I got to work out with my triggers. We'll set up a trigger so they get an audio alert when Righteous is about to drop. Actually, probably just use a weak aura for that. Or do I? Alright. Do you need the graveyard for completing the quest? I can't remember. Okay, cool. Couldn't remember. Yeah, I couldn't remember. Okay, I think that's everybody. Yeah, but if I get the first hit on the mob, get off consecration, and then get off my just get off a judgment, I'm gonna have threat. We'll see how fast I get threat on some of these mobs here. Pretty tough. Like, see, I'm not getting threat. Wow, not even then. There, finally at the end, I got it. He ran in. I think when he runs in and he gets raged from his charge, and then he does whirlwind, it's hard for me to catch up because that's a lot of damage right off the bat. You can see there another whirlwind. Of course, a lot of it depends on, I guess, if his axe procs too, you know. Yeah. I think that's it, right? I think we cleared everything. It's going to be challenging trying to get a protection paladin, because the thing is, in hardcore classic, people really are stacking like crazy, you know, crazy buffs. Are they coming?
Infidels. They must be purified.
Wow, he died. Man, he's dead. Not a true test of tanking. None of these mobs are really hit that hard.
My champion.
At your side, milady.
I don't know why he's hitting Mograine. I don't know why he's hitting Mograine. He's hitting the wrong mob. So normally what you do is you kill the Inquisitor Whitemane first, but for some reason he wanted to kill Mograine, I guess, and just get threat the whole time. Which is not really the way you do it, so... Garlands of Divinity. Yeah. Greed. Garbage. Greed. Garbage. Don't I have some sort of item? Hold on a second. I can't remember. Nope, complete. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, this group wasn't very much fun. I just don't... I mean, I understand why people do what they do. I understand they're trying to clear stuff fast, but... I'm a lot more gracious, I guess. You know, I would have actually... The way I would have done it, it would have taken the dungeon longer because I would have just let people, like, drink and let the tank pull, basically. Instead of just trying to rush everything. But... I wonder if that cloak is gonna... Nah. 60... Nah. Defense isn't that great, you know? Anyways, I'm out of here. Like, you can have a paladin tank and basically... Like, I only got, like, 43% damage because the beginning, I didn't... In the beginning, I accidentally had salve myself. Which is why the tank, everybody else was getting threat. But once I put up... You know, once I dropped... Salve dropped off, which I think was what? How long is salve? 5 minutes. For the first 5 minutes, I had no threat whatsoever, hardly. I mean, nobody was attacking me. After that, I actually had pretty good threat, but what was happening is in between pulls, when I would sit to drink, the tank would charge and go basically tank. And that's why he was taking all this damage, because he was tanking when I was drinking a lot of times. So, it kind of sucks, but it is the way it is. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about damage. I'm talking about it just kind of sucks because you would hope that you could that you would be taking more of the damage. Oh, nice. My T-Mobile bill went way down. If it's always this much, I'm going to be really happy. They quoted my T-Mobile bill being 168, which I thought was it's not too bad for 2 phones. I mean, well, we have like 2 phones, 2 Apple Watches, and an iPad. So I'm like, 168 for all that's not too bad. Well, yeah, and I get it. You know, I get it, Laser, that they want to rush and then zoom through. And I get it. I totally... There's no threat, you know. You could see that warrior had no problem tanking. You know, it wasn't like he was taking a ton of damage. You know, we're all like way over geared. You know, but you just hope that down the road, as I get higher and higher. Yeah, I know. Well, my bills. Yeah, I know. Who you got, Laser? I know my phone bill was like $90 before for one, which was way too high, and my wife wanted to switch to off of her plan where she was only paying like $40 a month for her bill. I don't know how the hell you're getting 2 lines for $30. That's ridiculously cheap. Was that grandfathered in, or are you doing with a Google Air or some shit? Mint Mobile. Man, that's fucking ridiculous. I never heard of Mint Mobile. That's probably why I don't know. Yeah, but I don't like paying these high phone bills, right? Mint Mobile. But how good is the coverage with who is their coverage backbone? Like... So I would want unlimited. It's T-Mobile. Yeah, that's why I have T-Mobile. I have T-Mobile right now. I think it's T-Mobile, isn't it? And yeah, it's T-Mobile. And I'm not a fan of T-Mobile. I had AT&T. I never had any issues with AT&T. We switched to T-Mobile. I just don't think the coverage is as good as AT&T. You don't even use 5 gig for data per month? Crap, I think I use more than that. I think I use more than 5 gig in a couple days, probably. Sometimes I'll stream movies on my phone, or I'll stream... I used to use a lot because what I would do is I would go to sleep and I would have music playing on my phone. I would actually sleep to music on my phone. And so I would use a lot of data because I was streaming music all night long. But now my wife has got me watching TV when she goes to sleep, which isn't really like my thing. It was really hard for me to get used to that because I normally can't sleep with the TV on. because my brain wants to listen to the show and figure out what's going on. But we ended up watching a show that I've seen a million times, and once I've seen a show so many times, and my brain doesn't want to figure it out because it already knows. It's like I already know what all the lines of the show are going to be, so I can actually have that on, and it doesn't bother me. But if it was something new, like if she put on a movie that was a brand new movie, that I'd be impossible for me to sleep to it because my brain would just have to listen. It's like I have to know what's going on. Yeah. So this is Ryan Reynolds, he said. Oh, he's now an owner. No, I don't watch a lot of TV, Laser. No, I've never seen it because I don't watch a lot of TV. I certainly don't watch any TV that has commercials. The only time I'm watching a show, there's no commercials. I'll be watching like, you know, like Amazon or the one thing yesterday I was watching the second season of Vikings. There's no commercials. It was Netflix. You know what I mean? So, oh well, I have Netflix. You mind YouTube? I have YouTube Premium, so I don't have any commercials. I don't see any ads or anything. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be looking at. I'll check this out because I told my wife I'm not happy with the amount of money we pay. I mean, we're paying like $168 a month but that's for 2 cell phones, 2 Apple Watches that that also you can make phone calls on, and an iPad. And I think we have another. We might even have an. I think that's all the ones we pay for. So. See, it says here that 2 lines start at $15. 2 lines start at $15 per month per line. So they're saying here that a family plan is $30 a month, like is what you have, right? So. Yeah, I'll look into it. You do have to give cellular on your Apple Watch, but it's no big loss with my phone on it. Yeah, see, the problem is because of my wife's physical condition, because she has had a heart attack fairly recently, and because she has issues with her veins clogging up and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why we liked having the Apple Watches, because sometimes you don't know, it's easy to set your phone down. Like I do it all the time. Like I have a phone, sure, but I don't always have it right next to me. Like I might leave it in the other room. I might forget it in the car and not realize I forgot it in the car. But if I have my Apple Watch on, it's always with me, no matter where I am. And I can receive, phone calls on it. So that's really was the only reason I got the Apple Watch, was just for like health concerns for my wife, so that I'd know that I'd always have that with me. Because like I said, my phone, a lot of times I forget my phone, in the other room or whatever, and she does the same thing. Sometimes she lays her phone down and doesn't always pick it up, and sometimes she leaves it in her purse and she's in the other room. And what would happen if she had a heart attack and she couldn't get to her cell phone, and you know what I mean? And she can just call me on her watch. She can just say, Siri, call Julian, and it'll call me, you know what I mean? On my watch. And so it's like we're always going to be almost always available. Yeah, that was really, and there's also on her Apple Watch, there's also a button, like an emergency button you can press that's like an SOS that'll basically alert emergency services to come to her location. And that's another reason why we have the Apple Watch, is for her. Yeah, so that's really the biggest thing. I mean, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have an Apple Watch. That's the only reason I got it. And it wasn't like a lot. It was like $20 a month for the Apple Watch line or something, and maybe $15 a month. I can't remember. It wasn't like a ton. When you're talking about your wife's health, it's not something you're too concerned about. Yeah, it does, but it's the emergency for the Apple Watch. I guess you're right. Yeah, the emergency for the Apple Watch should probably work, wouldn't it? Without the cellular. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, I still think, because I think that cell phones are just way overpriced. Like how much they cost and how much you pay for the service is a joke. So I'm definitely looking to switch to something cheaper. Yeah. But yeah, if you got rid of our 2 Apple Watches and our iPad, my phone bill would drop down significantly. I think it would be. I think the iPad's like $25 a month, but I think the watches are only maybe 15. I think it's like 15 per watch, and then the iPad I think it's like 25 or something. So I think you might reduce the phone bill would still be like $100 a month for 2 phones, which honestly doesn't seem like that much, because if you go up to someone and say how much your phone bill a month and they said $50, I wouldn't consider that a high phone bill. But no, I think I'm going to cancel the iPad. I got the iPad for her because she always wanted an extra device to watch movies and stuff on. But she's not really using it, so if she continues to not use it, eventually I'm just going to say, look, if you're not using it, I'm just going to drop that coverage. So, and the iPad itself wasn't expensive, because we switched from her phone, her Verizon, and my AT&T. We both switched from separate providers to T-Mobile, so we actually got quite a few like deals and benefits, and we got a lot of discounts on things. I mean, the iPad was like nothing; it's like $100 or something. You know, it was like a $500 iPad or something, and I paid like $100. And my Apple Watch was just a crappy, like cheap Apple Watch, but I only paid like. Actually, I didn't pay anything for the Apple Watch; they just gave it to me. The only thing I had to pay for was just the monthly plan. I didn't even get charged for the watch. But whatever. I know it's something I need to look into. There's a lot of things I need to look into this year for saving money. You know, next year I guess. It's not next year yet. But I want to refinance my car loan. I want to change my car insurance. So yeah, well, like I said my phone bill is $168 a month for 2 Apple Watches that have cellular service, 2 cell phones, and an iPad. So it's not insanely expensive, you know. I mean, but it is still, in my opinion, too much money. Man, if I could honestly, if I could just get rid of my cell phones, I don't use my cell phone that much. I don't. Like, the only time I use my cell phone is, I mean, I certainly use it, and I would miss it. I mean, I use it for GPS when I'm driving. Sometimes you use it because you want to see routes or check traffic. You know, but I mean, if I could just get that built into a car, then why would I need a phone to do that? You know what I mean? And then I think what would be really cool is like, I don't know, whatever. There's lots of things that would be cool, but anyways, I didn't really enjoy that dungeon run too much at all. I'm not a fan of speedrunning, and I'm not a fan of not being able to play the role that I'm trying to play. You know, you want to be a tank. My goal as a tank is I want to be able to pull the group, like do the pull. And it's really hard in a paladin. There's 2 biggest reasons why it's very, very difficult. You know, one, you don't really have a very good ranged pull at all. You don't really have a ranged pull. I mean, Judgment's not much of a ranged pull. And 2, you run out of mana, so you use so much mana that it's hard to chain pull. And most groups are really impatient, and they don't want to wait for you to drink. And even the drink that you have, I mean, I've got like this 1992 level 35 drink. I mean, that's the highest drink I can buy right now, I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
Well met.
And even so, yeah, I can't even get the next highest drink to level 45.
Light
And even so, you saw when I sat to drink, it took forever for me to...
You need something?
Good day
Have
to
a
you.
good one.
It took forever for me to get... for the mana to go back up. It wasn't quick by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, $20 per month, standalone service Apple Watch. Yeah. Well, I don't want to get rid of my cell phone. I like having the cell phone, but I would like to see down the road cell phones go away. I would rather see, like, when you get in your car just has all that built into it. Like, if I want to call somebody, I just call them from my car. If I want GPS, it's all built into my car. And then when I get on my car, I could have some sort of a device like a cell phone or like an Apple Watch, you know, that just does what I need it to do, you know. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm a big fan of the. I'm a big fan of putting the chip in your hand. Like put a big chip in the top of my hand, and when I want to call somebody, I can just see the lights beneath my skin for the numbers. And then when I want to project, it just does a freaking holographic image. You know, that's all I want. Give me like the hand phone from like what was it? What was that movie? Um, Total Recall. What was the Total Recall? What was the second Total Recall? Total Recall 2017 watch. I don't know if we'd be able to find it. It wouldn't even show up. But anyways, Total Recall, the one that came out in 2017, like he actually had an implant in his hand. And so when he called people, he was just dialing his hand basically. That's what I want. That's what I want. In the future, what I want is like an implant in my hand. I want implants in my body, like robotic implants, everything. I want to be like a cyborg. To me, that would be the greatest thing, right? Like I want implants into my brain that make me smarter, to make me think faster. I want, robotic, cyborg parts so that I don't have to worry about my joints, wearing out or my knees going bad because I can just replace them with robotic parts. Basically, all I need is my brain to be put into a robot, and I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm going to be stronger and faster, right? And then if I had like, just a digital projection, holographic image that can just be projected on my hand, then everywhere you go, you got everything you need, man. You just decide they have a $10 per month plan for the Apple Watch. Yeah, if you check it out, let me know. Let me know. I don't know who Metallo is. Don't know who Metallo is. Anyways, I think I'm done with WoW for tonight. That dungeon room was a little bit of a sour for me. I didn't really have a lot of fun doing that. Where is... He can't taste. Oh, Superman Cyborg powered by kryptonite? Oh, okay. He can't taste, he can't feel, and he can't get out. Well, that sounds doesn't sound like fun. And I don't know why. Why is exit lag so much slower now than it used to be? If you guys ever used exit lag, like the analyzing of the routes used to be a lot faster than it is now. Yeah. For sure. $179, $185, $182, $181. Whoa, Japan. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I want to use Japan though. I think we better stick with Seoul. Oh man. 251. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, hold on a second. I gotta get my password. Hold on! Alright, hopefully we can get in here. I'm gonna have to create a new character. I didn't like the last one. I didn't like the way she looked in game. There's almost always an update. Ooh. Verification. What? Hold on, that's never happened before. That's not good. Hmm. I'm thinking most likely I just typed in the password wrong. Maybe? I don't know. No, that can't be right though because... Alright, well, this doesn't look good. Anyways, I'm gonna stop the stream here because it looks like something's not working. My access to Throne of Liberty may not be there anymore, which kind of would suck. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later, man. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could be. I don't know. But not sure what's going on. But I'm out of here, man. I'm tired. I'll catch you guys later.